Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hidden Secrets SMP. And in today's episode, I've got a couple of things I would like to do. First and foremost, I would like to talk a little bit about what's been going on with the server. And then I would also like to work on my basement here in my house, because that's kind of the only part that we need to do. First and foremost, I don't know if we've already looked at this. We did it in the tour, for sure, that we did with our new member, Underachiever. But if we did not do this in an episode previously, this is what my house looks like upstairs now. I did this off camera because it was long and it was tedious. It took several hours to do. I honestly forget if I'd showed that or not. So, the next thing to talk about is the prank video. So, there's been a lot of responses and a lot of talk about the prank video. Let me just say something. I did not blow B Squared's house up in real life, like in the actual server. I did not do that. I thought I made it very clear in the description. I put a big warn in there saying I did not destroy her house. What I did is I downloaded a copy of this world. I went into the FTP client on the server and downloaded a copy of the world, the same place I go to make backups, basically, of the server. And I loaded one of them in single player, and I just did that to it for a prank. It was only for video effect. Her house, her wolf, everything is still here as she left it, all her tools and stuff. I did not touch anything. The rules on this server, as far as pranks go, is it can be something small, gimmicky, it might be a tad annoying, but it's not going to take hours to clean up, and also it cannot damage a person's stuff, and it cannot kill them over and over and over. You know, just little fun gimmicky things, like what I did to Exponey up there on the hill. That's kind of a fun gimmicky thing. The Exponey prank was actually a real life one. I say real life, I mean actually on the server. I wonder if he's seen it yet. I imagine he probably has by now. You know, this is kind of small, gimmicky. If he wants to take it down, it's not going to take very long to do. Destroying people's property is completely off limits. However, you know, there's kind of an asterisk next to that rule. If you don't do it on our world, it's not really my problem, you know. I will say, this prank, you know, it was its first of its kind on this server, so there's definitely going to be confusion. But I definitely did not destroy her house. We've talked about it since, me and her, because she thought it was real as well at first. So we talked about it, and we talked about pranks, and we've actually spoken to everybody about pranks as well, just to kind of, you know, get some guidelines in place, which is basically what I've just told you. So that's the first thing. Second thing, I had to do some work on the Hidden Secrets map here. Basically, we were getting this really weird corruption bug. Those of you who follow the map render will know that off in that direction there was a weird area of terrain, and it kept getting more and more mushed up every time we loaded chunks. There was a problem with corrupted save data or something, and it was spreading amongst chunks, and it was getting to a couple of hundred blocks behind Lone Hawk's castle there. So I decided to act on it before it got any worse and started to creep into our spawn area. Because then I can't fix that, you know. So I'm taking regular backups as I always was anyway, but also I did some surgery on the map, and I basically took out that whole area of chunks that was messed up, and we haven't had that problem since. I have researched this, and it is an actual Minecraft bug. It does exist. It's a really old bug, and it's to do with the server maxing out its RAM or something like that, and when that happens it can't save properly, so you get those weird chunks. They're not corrupted in the sense that you can't access them, but basically it doesn't know where to put chunks. It tries to save it, then realizes, I'm not sure I'm meant to be putting this here, I'll put it there, and that's when you get all the weird messed up terrain. So I've had to do that. I released another map render afterwards, so you guys can kind of see before and after. We've gotten rid of a lot of the terrain. Thank goodness. Most of it's been regenerated. Thank goodness, though, all of that terrain that was off that way, nobody had built in it. There was no caves lit up or anything like that. So sometimes you just have to do that for the good of the server. We had to do some maintenance and surgically remove a few chunks. You know, I thought that was the best course of action, or we potentially face having major corruption issues, or possibly even losing our map here that we've all worked so hard on. And touch wood, since we have not had a problem with it. So, you see I'm over in this direction. I want to talk a little bit now about our new member, Underachiever. Damn, he's been busy. Holy cow. That's nuts. He's got tools and stuff going. Oh wow, he's been to the nether. Jeez, look at all that cobble. Man, he's been busy. Let's clear out his branch mine. Maybe he's been busy in our branch mine. I don't know. So yeah, we added Underachiever. He's our new member. He's Canadian, as you guys will have probably guessed last time out. He was somebody that we had followed for a while, and I brought him to the group, and we all really, really wanted him. And I'm glad he's joined us. He's been very, very active so far, working on many things. Not released any videos other than the tour yet, but he's kind of in that phase of, okay, I'm on the server, now I need to get geared up, type of thing. Maybe this was him? I'm not sure. Okay, that was weird. You there? Here we go. So he's getting geared up. He'll be probably releasing videos soon. And not speaking of members, not necessarily new members, but Lone Hawk is back. He got his connection issue fixed. So he's back, he's active, he's producing content again, he's released a video, he's working on his castle, and a cake shop over there. You've probably seen that cake. So he's back in action. Xbone is back from being out of town, so that's good. I've seen him on via the console. Moonsquid's been on, as you can see. He's worked on his house a little bit more. B has not been on, I don't think. She's been very busy lately with her work promotion, which is coming in a few days. So there's kind of a bit of a gap there. We're hoping that she can join us for the group event, the Wither fight, and she should be able to, but there's a lot of things going on for her right now. So, you know, she'll be back soon, before we know it, no doubt. She's very, very excited. Trust me, she's very excited to record and work on things. She's really missing being here. So, is there anything else to talk about? We talked about the chicken farm before. We got rid of all the chickens because it was causing lag. I don't think there's anything else to talk about. Nothing's really majorly been done since we last did a video together. Obviously the cake shop over there is kind of a new addition. For me, I've been kind of bad, I've not been on too much, and when I have been on, well, I have been on. It's not that I've not been on, but it's not that I've been working on noticeable things. What I've been doing when I've not been fixing map corruption issues and things like that is I've actually been lighting up all the caves in the area, because we've found that as time's gone on here, we're kind of struggling as far as mob drops go, things like bones, arrows. I mean, we could make a ton of arrows, but who wants to sit there and mine flint, you know? Rotten flesh, not so much. It would be handy for emeralds, string, ender pearls, things like that. We don't have a good way of getting a lot of them. So I decided to take on the project to build in a mob farm. Now, before I go ahead and build this mob farm, I wanted to light up all the caves in the area under this, and I'm over here because this is where it's going to be, in this general area. There's not a place set out for it yet, but it will be here. The general plan is to light all the caves up as much as we can around spawn, and then build the mob system. Now, I can already tell you that I've lit up a lot of caves around here, and I mean a lot of caves. I've probably spent at least 4 or 5 hours lighting up caves, and mining out all the resources in them. I've got a ton of iron, maybe 7 or 8 stacks of iron from it now. Not a lot of them are down low, that's why I didn't really get much of anything else, because it was all kind of high up caves. There's still some more caves to be lit up, but I'm seeing progress now, because when I'm out on the surface, and if we go into an area that there's no torches, it's kind of nuts. There's lots of mobs around, so clearly it's definitely doing the trick. We're going to be building it over in this general area. I'm probably going to build that on live stream, because it's kind of a big, tedious, project that I would normally only live stream. Well, time lapse, should I say? So I'm going to try live streaming that. And things like lighting up the caves and stuff. That's pretty boring as well. Then my plan with it is to kind of build it up, and then I'm going to skin it. I'm going to give it a skin, and I'm going to make it look like a penguin from the Twilight Forest. And that's going to be in this general area. Probably going to terraform some of the land, make it snow, perhaps put a wall around it. Things like that, so that it doesn't look completely odd. Maybe I won't put snow on the ground, maybe it'll just be a penguin randomly there. We'll see. And then underneath where its feet are, there'll be a room where all the loot is stored at. So bones, arrows, gunpowder. I'm not sure if we're going to be doing string or ender pearls, because I don't want to do a shifting floor design this early, because I don't really have the equipment. Considering that we're going to be building a beacon, it would really set me back on resources if I was to build a dark room too. So I think what we're going to do for now is just do a normal drop style trap. I may be able to work spiders into that, I may not, it depends, but we'll see. If the spider issue isn't so bad, because over here, I don't have a direct path to it yet, but over here, around this general area, if you were to dig straight down from around here, probably around 20 blocks down, you would hit a spider spawner that I found while caving, lighting up the caves anyway, for, there we go. Just looking at that moon. Set that to G now. No, it don't seem too bad. So yeah, there's a spider spawner there that I could make a drop trap out of or something that we could then use to collect string from. So that's not going to be a huge deal if we can't work in spiders. I would really like to work in Enderman, but that needs a shifting floor design that I don't have the resources for. Mainly it's the iron needed for the hoppers and the pistons and so forth. If I light up more caves and I can squeeze enough for the beacon as well, then I might be able to do a shifting floor, a small one. I don't want to do a massive one if I can help it, but we might be able to do like a small witch farm sized one. But that would require a heck of a lot of integration into the penguin to make it all fit. So we'll have to see on that. So talking of the beacon, it's public knowledge now that we're going to be doing a Wither Fight group event very soon. I have all the iron we need for the beacon. I've got some left over as well. I've got 3 stacks and 3 blocks of iron. Plenty of coal, some gold, plenty of lapis, redstone, and I'm storing my diamonds in here. Got plenty of those as well. There's the wither skulls. So, you know, I say we're having a problem with mob drops, and then you look at this. This is because I have a looting sword, though. It would be nice to have a way of farming these things. It really would constantly be able to have them, because things like bones, they'll go really quick. And I think a lot of people don't want to ask for stuff off other people. They want to gather it themselves, which is fair enough. You know, so building a mob farm is a good solution to that. And also it'd be helpful for new members anyway. So that's definitely going to be an upcoming project. So what we're going to be working on today though, that'll probably be a live stream project. I do have a lot of levels right now. I have 52. I'm not going to do any enchanting because I don't really need anything to enchant. I mean, I suppose I could make a suit of diamond armor, but it's not ideal. My bow does need a repair soon though, and I could probably get a better bow. So we might do some bow enchants, we'll see. So what I'm going to be working on is my basement today. I'm just trying to think, is there anything else I want to talk about the server? I don't think so. We are scouting for new members in addition to Underachiever, but they'll come in time. They'll come in time. So I need to go down here and kind of figure out what it is I want to do. So obviously we have all these chests in here, everything's kind of a mess, and it's kind of squashed in as well. Dirt, wool, various stone types, eggs, more eggs, sand, quartz. Stuff's all kind of disorganized. I mean, it's kind of organized in a sense, like all of this stuff is mob drops of some sort, you know, organics, flowers and whatnot. This is all stone bricks, miscellaneous blocks, etc. It's kind of organised, but it's not very nice. I don't really like using this room. It's not very conducive. And another thing is, you know, say for example, I want to find, let's just pick something out at random. Say I want to find, something out that's like I would never normally look for. Say I was looking for a record, for example. I look through all these chests before, and I do it all the time. And it's kind of a pain constantly to have to keep doing that. So I want to build a room, like a proper storage room down here with some item frames set up to try and figure that out if I can, so that I don't have to keep doing that all the time. We don't have any trap chests in here, do we? No. So, I'm thinking I want to build the basement sort of this way. And we don't have a whole heck of a lot of room before the surface, so I'm probably going to extend the staircase a little bit as well. Do have some spruce stairs in here. And I'm probably not going to make it look like this, because it's kind of underground. You'd expect it to be more stone. If you think about real life basements, oh gosh. Server's been having some lag problems today, I've noticed. I don't know what it is. I've experienced it for a few days. I'm hoping it's nothing to do with that map issue that we had. This was fine before. But yeah, I want to kind of make it a little bit deeper into the earth, and I kind of want to use this cobble theme instead, because in real life basements you typically find that it's not made of the same materials that people would use above their house, kind of thing. That's probably deep as we need to go, really, because it's not going to be that tall. So I'll just put that there for now as kind of a marker. So what I think I would like to have is sort of a main room which we can have crops in, wheat, carrots, potatoes, because I really don't like harvesting that farm over there. It's kind of silly, but I made that, and now I think it's too pretty to harvest. You know, and I could have a little mini sugarcane farm and things like that going on, and that'll probably be my main room, and have some crafting and storage near the entrance. Hello. I wonder where you spawned at. Probably on top of this, I would imagine, because it's kind of dark on this. Or maybe down there somewhere. So, it doesn't matter. So yeah, I kind of want to have wheat. Don't need melons and pumpkins though. We don't need those because I've got those here. I don't need to worry about them. Cocoa beans, we don't have a farm for yet. Lagged out again. Yeah, I'm definitely noticing a lag problem. Maybe it'll go away. But yeah, is there anything else here? I mean, this is the only area I don't really like harvesting. And the sugar cane. So I might just build wheat, carrots, potatoes, and maybe some sugar cane. Just stuff like cactus, things like that, we're going to have automatic farms for anyway. Here we go. So that's kind of what I want my main room to be. And then I kind of want to have a storage room off of that. I want to set up an enchanting table where I can have my own enchanting station going, store all my enchanted books. I would like a potion brewing area because I don't currently have one, so I have to go all the way to spawn for potions, which I'm not, you know, super fond of. Is there anything else I would really like? I'm just trying to think. Farm, sort of an area for crafting and smelting, storage, enchanting and anvil, potion brewing is what I think is what we need in the basement. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by carving out a room here. This is probably going to be the wall. So we'd want to do something like this. And then let's figure out how we would want to make this. I do have spruce wood on me. I'm going to just clear a little bit of this out. I kind of want the room to be fairly high. That's dirt. I don't think that's surface dirt though. What does this make it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 tall. I don't really need it any taller than that. So long as we don't encounter any problems here, and we shouldn't, we'll be okay. So I'm gonna put in a cobble wall here because I'm gonna need to dig that out to put a roof in. So if we put a cobble pillar in there, I kind of want to do a sort of recessed thing if I can. I'm thinking spruce wood in here, seeing as that's the wood we've kind of universally used. And then I'm gonna grab some cobble steps if I can find some. Of course I passed them up. Do I have any? Maybe I just miscellaneous blocks, if anything. See, exactly, that's the exact problem I'm having. I can't find stuff, and I would like to be able to. Yeah, I like that. And then I could kind of have like a room similar to the design I have on my single player, but maybe a little bit different here. And then obviously in here I could have a nice floor and have my little farm stuff in here. So I think that's the game plan at the moment, to clear out a room. I guess if we're going to decide how to do this properly, I'd want stone bricks, then I'd want like wood, maybe here, to form like little walkways. So my first sort of crop fields would be start there, and I'd probably make them, how big do I want to make them? I would say if we go, that's 2 blocks, that's 3 blocks. If I put the water here, then I would go 3 blocks out in every direction. That's probably plenty big enough. Get an iron for this. Definitely cool. So I just want to see if I can get a layout together here. So that's kind of the corner, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then what I think I would have is kind of like, well, here's the entrance. I'd probably have one there, and then another set behind that, then another set across the way down there. So we'd have wheat, carrots, potatoes, and then maybe sugarcane would go somewhere else. I don't really know what I'm going to do with that yet. So I guess I'm going to get to work on clearing out this area now then. Well, I'm back, and as you can see, I've been rather busy in this room, getting everything kind of figured out, ready to go. And I have to say, I'm really happy with how it's looking so far. I just want to kind of experiment with lighting a little bit now. Oop. See what that looks like. I kind of like that. I was thinking maybe, depending on what it looks like, it might not look very good. What about if we did this? That looks pretty good, actually. Pretty good. I kind of like that. Though that said, it does look a little bit odd because we have the extra block up here. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to stick to this one for now. That looks the best, I think. So in addition to that, I also need to integrate some lighting into the floor. Just as an example, I'm going to try that. I think it fits the andesite well. I chose andesite around the edge, something I've not done before. So I do like that. I still need to kind of add some more wood all around the sides here. And also I haven't done the ceiling yet. But what I'm thinking for the ceiling is I'm just going to carve this out. I guess that's not terrible. So I just kind of want to carve the ceiling out and then put stone bricks in if I can. All along the ceiling, I think will do just nicely for this. And then that'll be about it for the farm room. All we'll need to do at that point is then sort of add our other rooms. So things like enchanting, potion brewing and storage, which that'll come in time. I'm just really happy with where we're at so far with this. So I'm going to keep my nose to the grindstone, and then I'll be back with you guys when I've made some more progress. Okay guys, so I'm back, and as you can see, I got a little carried away with what we got done following the time lapse there. I've been very busy just kind of digging, and I finished the room up here. I got the walls done, the ceiling, got our crops in here. I've carved an area out over here for a storage room. Unfortunately, we're right underneath the cow pen for right now, so we're going to get that noise. But they're going to get moved eventually. I have supplies here to help me start build a storage room. Over here is going to be where our enchantment stuff is. I'm still kind of in the process of digging that out. And probably on this wall, I'm going to put a farm. Not a farm, sorry, a brewing room. We already have a farm. So I'm probably going to put a brewing room through here. And I think that'll be kind of all the necessities that our base really needs. The anvil will go in there with the enchantment room, I think. Over here I'm going to put some furnaces down. And I think my game sound is up. It is indeed. Let's put it down. So I'm going to put my furnaces in there. My ender chest. Whoops. And also there's a lot of people on right now. They're all getting prepared for the wither fight, which we're going to do a little bit later today. Obviously it'll be later in the week for you guys when you see it, but as you can see it's wiped out a lot of my iron. I only have 37 iron blocks left because I provided all the iron for the beacon. And obviously I have all my potions and stuff in here ready. So I'm going to move this guy. While I have the opportunity, I'll remove these furnaces. Do I have any more furnaces? Around my chest here? I don't think I do. I'd have to make some, which I can do easily enough. That's not a problem. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a few more. So I'm gonna get 2 more furnaces, and I'm gonna drop these down here, like so. As I say, I'm thinking for the moment, I guess the ender chest would probably make more sense going in the storage room though, right? Than out there. So I'm just going to put that guy down there for now. I kind of want the anvil to be in the wall there. I don't think I could work 2 in. I mean, I could do one there and one there, but it'd kind of look weird, I think, with the lighting situation the way it is. So the only other thing that we need to work on is kind of the storage room at this point. So because we have that cow farm right above us, getting leather is not going to be a problem to make item frames with. I already have one. Do I have any leather in here? No, I do not. I don't have any in here, so I'd have to go to the surface to get that. Yeah. That's okay, we can do that. So what I would like is some of this spruce wood. I already have chests set up, so I don't need to worry about that. I'm going to make use out of that workbench. Probably put it at the other end of the room for now. So my kind of game plan with this is to sort of build it up to the ceiling like that. I've got some cobble on me. And then kind of do a pattern like this. And our chest will sit just nicely in there. I need to repair my pick soon too. Still got to do a little bit of preparation for the wither fight myself. I need a new bow. Pick's not really hugely important, but I would like to repair my pick at some point. And I'll probably enchant some other stuff as well. In here I'm thinking about kind of doing something a bit like that. And then maybe, I can't put a full block there, so I'd have to use a slab. Do I have a slab around? I think I do. I have some cobble half slabs. They'll be in here, yeah. And I don't need any of that other stuff for now, so I'm going to ignore it. So, I can put that like that, and I can put my chests in like so. Not figured out what I'm going to do with lighting yet. I'll get that figured out at some point. And then I'm going to kind of put my item frames up on the wall here. And this one, for example, I'll probably put cobblestone in there. I'll cobble up in that. And we've got plenty of room in here for all manner of storage. So that's definitely going to be super handy, because now I can move all of my cobble, for example, out of here. And things are going to be so much more awesome having a proper clean storage room instead of that. And I'll be able to start and transfer other supplies as well. Going to be a lot of work though getting all of this moved, but it'll be worth it in the end, I'm sure. Coal wise, I'm going to need to top up my furnaces as well. I've just been reminded of that. So that's all the cobble I have right now. And here I'm probably going to put cobble variants. And I'm basically just going to repeat the pattern, nothing too fancy. The only thing we're going to have to now figure out is where we're going to put the bed long term, because we still don't have a place for the bed yet. Check around. Oh, there's more cobble in here, goodness. Lots of cobble in that chest. I almost kind of want to make 2 chests for cobble instead of 1, because we're going to get so much of it. But I think what I'm actually going to do is make a bulk storage area for it, so that if there's any more than a double chest of any given item, then I can just put it somewhere in a bulk storage area. Possibly might put a trap door around here that goes down, or maybe at the end of the room, into an area below this where there's a bulk storage area, possibly. Or I might even put a ladder somewhere else to a bulk storage zone. It doesn't need to be right here, I don't think. So, I'm going to grab the rest of this cobble, break down this chest, put a mine in the bottom. That's ores. Yeah, I think that's what I'm actually going to do, is I'm going to do a bulk storage situation somewhere else. And I'm actually out of room for cobble, so what I'll do for now is I'll just throw in the extra cobble in here, but I'm going to move it long term. And I'll come up with a place for bulk storage by the next video. The next solo video, that is. As I say, I might put a ladder down here at the back of the room, maybe. But then that would kind of leave me stuck for where I wanted to put the ender chest. Because I've also got to work out what I'm doing floor design wise as well. I might even end up putting the bulk storage area somewhere completely different. We'll see. I've still got to figure some of that stuff out right now. So what else have we got to do? Dirt. I kind of want to group all the stone stuff together though first. So what have we got here as far as that goes? I guess dirt would be the next thing in the pecking order, right? I want to get all of this out of here if we can. And obviously I'll make item frames and get this mostly done off camera because it's boring watching me transfer items. So yeah, I'm going to get the dirt in here. But I just kind of wanted to cut you in and show you what I'm going to be working on coming up here. So probably next episode I'll give you a tour of what's been done, and we might work on the enchanting and potion areas. And that'll basically wrap up everything we need in our basement, and then we can start work on other things. And our house will be 100% done at that point. The main house is done, but having everything down here sorted so that I can actually get other things done, that's what we're working towards. And then we'll be able to focus on community-orientated builds. I want to start and move this stuff now too. Community-orientated builds is definitely going to be one that we're going to be looking at because there's plenty of those that need doing. Working around spawn. I'm probably going to need a gravel chest somewhere, so for now I'm just going to put these down here. And I'm also actually thinking about it. I want to cut up the floor. Start putting some cobble down as well. If we're going to think about floor designs, having cobble would be definitely be my choice for this. So I'm probably going to start and replace the floor as well. So yeah, I think one of the next projects away from the house that we're going to have to work on is going to have to be moving those cows, because that racket up there, it cannot exist forever. It's driving me nuts as it is. So yeah, that's kind of going to be my game plan here, guys, for now. It's going to be to pretty much finish up the storage room, get prepared for the wither fight, which you'll see next video, and then we'll see where we're at in the next episode and what we still need to do. So I thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you next time. And until then, see you later, and have a good day.